What is going on, guys? It's your average Joe here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different than what I normally do every single week. And I usually just post up gameplay videos and stuff like that. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of, try to interact with you guys more. Now, I know we used to do live streams every single week on Saturdays, which was a really fun way to interact with you guys. I really love talking with you. But those things just seemed to be, kind of going really quick. We didn't really have a lot of time to talk or anything. It was just kind of like bang, ba-bang, ba-bang, ba-bang all over the place. And, couldn't really get to everyone, but we tried. We had regulars when you guys are awesome. Keep stopping by. We love to have you. And any new people here that hasn't actually joined any of our streams, welcome aboard. And we're probably going to be doing streams later and stuff. But anyway, back onto what this video is about. I've been wanting to do something where you guys can kind of do a little bit interactive with me. And that is, I'm going to read your comments, or try to read your comments every single week. At least do a video on it, kind of have a little fun with it. I'll try to get to it as much as I can. There'll still be the gameplay videos that I'll post up every week. But just for something kind of different, and so I can talk with you guys more, I think this would be something really fun to do. So what you guys can do is you can put your comments below, and I will read them in the next video. I will pick out the good ones. I might even pick out some of the not so good ones, some of the funny ones. Just write all of the random stuff you want to go down there. I'll read through it, I'll pick the funny ones, and we'll go at it. But I'll also use this as sort of a story time thing too. So what I want to do now is start off with a really just funny story. I just want to get all that information out of the way. So this is kind of a story time video. So every week you guys can ask me a question, and I'll probably dive into some random tangent that you guys will hopefully enjoy. So anyways, I thought the first thing I could tell you guys about with me is how I got into the Brony fandom. Now, this entire story starts way back early 2013, actually in March. So it kind of fits right here, right now, right when I was, this is my 4th year of being a Brony, so since 2013. But it all started with 3 different things. Now, the 3 different things were my cousin, Markiplier, and John Delancey. And I bet you can, figure out the first 2 right away why. It all started way back. The very first thing that happened, how I got introduced to the show, was I was playing Call of Duty with my cousin. Manly stuff. I ain't gonna do any of that girly shit. I ain't gonna watch any My Little Pony. I ain't gonna do any of that kind of stuff. I was gonna do all that man stuff. Gears of War, Call of Duty. So we were playing a match of Call of Duty, back in the day when it was actually still good. I should put that in there. I don't really play Call of Duty anymore because it really hasn't appealed to me as much. So I played Call of Duty with my cousin. We were sitting there playing around with Black Ops, and we got tired of it after a while. We were playing with bots. He doesn't have internet. Sometimes we would play 1v1, do all that kind of stuff. So we really didn't have any fancy stuff. So he turned it off and flipped it over into the regular TV, and lo and behold, was one of the episodes of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Of course, I only saw the ponies in there, and he kind of made a joke. This was kind of before I knew he was a Brony. He's not really too much of a Brony anymore, but back then he kind of was. And he makes a comment to me, and he's all like, "You know what? We should watch this. Why not? Let's just give it a try." And I looked at that. I'm like, "Fuck no! I am not gonna watch that. I don't want to watch any of that girly stuff. Keep it away from me. That's not cool." So I flip off the TV, and we pretty much just go along with our day, doing whatever, hanging out, playing more Call of Duty later on. That was my first introduction to My Little Pony. The second thing that happened was I was watching Markiplier. This was back in the day, the first year he was on. I joined in right when he had about 200,000 subscribers. So I'm one of his more earlier fans. I really loved his older stuff, and I love his newer stuff now. But he decided to play a SCP Containment Breach mod, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And I was looking at it, I'm going like, this is weird as hell. But you want to know what? Usually when they add kid stuff into a horror film, like, little music box and dolls and stuff, it gets creepy as hell. So why not? I'll watch the series. I love Markiplier anyway. And throughout the series, just kind of fun to watch it and stuff. I got through the entire thing as he played through it week after week. And then lo and behold, come around March of 2013, I was searching online for Star Trek related stuff because I'm a Trekkie. And I came across John Delancey's site because Q is one of my favorite characters from Star Trek. I even got a DVD set of all of his episodes. So I was looking on his site, looking at things he might have played in. I knew he played in Breaking Bad, so that was cool to see him in there. But I saw right down in a little corner, there was a little colorful button. A little colorful button that said BronyCon documentary. So I clicked on the BronyCon documentary because I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And I saw that he was part of the show and he made a documentary on these guys called Bronies. And of course, I really didn't pay attention to what the fandom was yet. I just was like, oh, he was in My Little Pony and he voice acted something. And I like the guy, so why not? I'll find the episode and see what he did. So I found the first episode, which probably you guys know as The Return of Harmony, Part 1 and Part 2, in the Season 2 opener. I watched that, and I'm like, oh my god, that entire thing was just like Q. His character was basically Q, but kind of morphed into My Little Pony. Like, okay, this is kind of interesting. You know, it wasn't really that bad. Okay, I'll go back and see where this kind of all started. Might as well. So I go back, and as a lot of people will say in their stories about how they became a Brony, kind of the same thing happened to me. I watched the first episode. It was okay, but it got me interested enough where I watched the second episode, then the third episode, and the fourth episode. And it just kept going and going and going until I got about halfway through the first season. And I'm just like, I'm actually liking this. What the crap? What's wrong with me? And so when I got done with that, every single night, I would start watching at least 4 or 5 episodes. So I completed the first 2 seasons in maybe a couple of weeks. And then finally, after I got done with all that, I'm like, this isn't that bad. What the heck? I feel so bad for kind of picking on my cousin now for sort of liking it. And in fact, after I got done watching the first 2 seasons, when my cousin came over, I'm like, you know, you were mentioning Brony stuff or whatever. I don't know what it is. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, what's in it? What's actually this fandom or whatever? And he goes, it's a huge fandom. There's like music and everything. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? And he's like, no, look at this. And he pulls up the very first song which I got to hear in the fandom, which was Discord, the Living Tombstone remix, which is like one of the very first things I saw in the fandom. And that's what kind of tipped me over the edge, got my curiosity going, and then I started just watching the show, you know, as it came out. I went right into the fandom. I looked at all the fandom stuff, all of the art, all of the animations coming out. I got hooked. I got really hooked into it. In fact, when they still had Everfree Network, I would watch the live streams of like the different events they would have, and even at BronyCon when they were broadcasting it, the one back in 2013. And then my very first BronyCon was 2014, and I went for the next 3 years, and I'm planning on going this year as well. So I went to all those BronyCons, which was awesome. But leading up from, you know, me becoming a Brony, I met some really good friends along the way. I met, you know, Vincent Visions, who has pretty much introduced me to everyone I know now. Anyone from, you know, Jenna Bunn, who helped me with Sweetie Belle on the Bud Mesh and Sweetie Belle series. You know, Fanatic Panda. I think I got randomly like asked into a call for that one. But basically, Vin is the hub for everyone that I've known. But, you know, pretty much everyone that I work with now, I have met basically through Vin. He's a cool guy. Go check out his channel. And so, yeah, pretty much that's my story of becoming a Brony. All the way from the beginning, all the way to the end. I'm doing a channel now. I could give a history on my YouTube channel, but that could be for another video of all the different things, because that's, you know, my YouTube channel is a whole another story that's kind of crazy and intense. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my story here. If you guys want to hear more, and also, like I said at the beginning of the video, please put your comments below. I want you guys to, you know, have interaction with me more. I want to do a read your comments video and a story video every single week too, because I want you guys to know a little bit about me, and I think it would be fun to kind of interact with you guys through something like this. Also, we will probably have more live streams in the future, but it's probably going to be something like once a month, or if there's something special coming up and we might need to do a live stream then. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening into this video. If you managed to make it all the way through, you guys are awesome. And if you guys didn't make it all the way through, then I don't know why I'm saying this now, but anyways, thank you guys so much again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you're new, hit that like button if you really liked it, subscribe if you really enjoyed it, and leave a comment below. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling because I keep going on and on and on and on. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!